You need to finish this immediately, my beloved one, otherwise this one thing that you have started in your life will destroy you. My child, there are many moments in your life when you go through a lot of pain silently. You just don't tell anyone about the amount of pain you go through, and this pain makes you weak. But I, the Lord your God, I have seen every single tear that never fell. I have heard every cry that never reached human ears. I have witnessed the weight you carry when you smile while breaking inside. I have watched over you in every sleepless night, and every hour when your soul trembled with uncertainty. And I have never left your side. You think you're alone in those moments. You believe that no one sees, no one hears, and no one understands. But I do. I see you when you're hiding your scars under layers of strength. I hear your internal screams when your voice remains silent. I know the battle in your mind, the one that tells you you're not enough, that you've failed, that you should give up. But I, the everlasting God, say to you now, you are mine, and I have called you for more. There is a reason why you feel this unrest. There is a reason your heart cannot find peace in this path. It is not the path I set for you. My child, you started something that was not born of my spirit. It was born of fear, pride, desperation, or rebellion. And now it threatens to become a tower built on sand. It stands tall, but it trembles. And soon, it will fall if you do not stop building. I am not telling you this to shame you. I am not warning you because I wish to see you broken. I tell you this because I love you too much to let you keep walking toward your own destruction. You know the feeling. That tightness in your chest, that anxious stirring that is me, stirring your spirit, urging you to pause, to listen, and to return to me. What you began in haste I did not approve. What you entertained in secret I did not anoint. You tried to quiet my voice. You tried to muffle the sound of conviction with excuses and distractions. But I never stopped speaking. I never stopped reaching. I never stopped waiting. And now I say to you, turn around. Lay it down. Walk away. Leave it. End it. Destroy it. Let it go. This is not a punishment. It is protection. You do not yet see what I see. You see the moment, but I see eternity. You see opportunity, but I see consequence. You see surface beauty, but I see the poison within. You see what shines, but I see what corrupts. And I, your Father, want only what leads to life, not death. Do not ask me to bless what I never breathed into being. Do not pray for me to save what I never called holy. My grace covers you, but it will not cover what you knowingly continue in defiance. I cannot heal what you refuse to surrender. I will not protect what you choose to keep outside of my will. You think it's just a small thing, just a harmless decision. But this seed will grow into thorns. This fire will become an inferno. This compromise will cost you everything if you don't end it now. You've been asking me for breakthrough, for clarity, for peace. You've pleaded with me to open doors. And I've been silent not because I'm ignoring you, but because you are not listening to my last instruction. Obedience always precedes revelation. You must complete what I already told you to do before I give you the next step. This is not the time to delay. This is not the time to negotiate with me. This is not the time to pretend you didn't hear what you know. I've already spoken to your spirit. You cannot serve me and hold on to this. You cannot run toward destiny while dragging disobedience behind you. I am jealous for you, my child. I am jealous for the purity of your purpose. I am jealous for the wholeness of your soul. I am jealous for your heart to be mine, undivided. I will not share you with what is killing you. I will not compete with what you were never meant to carry. Some things you've held on to for so long, you've forgotten who you were without them. But I remember the you that once trembled at my voice, the you that sought me first, the you that cried out for righteousness and longed for holiness. That version of you still exists. That calling is not dead, that oil still flows. But the longer you continue on this path, the more distant that fire will feel. I want to restore you, not just rescue you. I want to rebuild, not simply repair. But I need your surrender. Not partial, not delayed, not reluctant. I want all of it. The full laying down of this weight, this sin, this habit, this relationship, this lie. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not speaking in riddles, I am speaking to your spirit right now. And it knows. Yes, I know it hurts. I know it's hard. I know your heart is attached. But I will not allow you to keep something that was always meant to be temporary. Or worse, something never meant for you at all. I never intended for you to find your identity in this. I never asked you to build your security on this. I never sent you into this wilderness, you walked there alone. But I will not leave you there. I am calling you back to the narrow way. I am calling you back to holiness. I am calling you back to the place where my presence is enough, where my voice leads, and where my word guides every decision. There is peace there. There is healing there. There is purpose there. But you cannot have both. You must choose. This is not the end of your story. This is not failure. This is mercy. This is a turning point. This is where everything changes. I am writing a new chapter, but you must close the last one. Rip the page if you must, but do not cling to what is already over. Do not grieve what I have removed for your good. What feels like loss now will become the soil where new life springs forth. You have asked me to use you. You have asked me to speak through you. You have asked me to anoint you. But my oil flows only on what is pure. My fire consumes only what is fully surrendered. My glory rests only on what is aligned with my will. I do not pour out my spirit where there is compromise. I do not send my power where there is divided loyalty. And yes, others may not understand. Others may call you foolish for walking away. Others may not see what you see. But you are not accountable to them, you are accountable to me. And I am not looking for your popularity. I am looking for your purity. I am not impressed by your gifts. I long for your obedience. This thing you're holding, it's delaying your destiny. It's blocking the very things you've been praying for. You think it's helping you cope, but it's actually chaining your soul. You think you're in control, but it's controlling you. You think you can manage it, but it's already managing you. Let it go before it finishes what it started. I have better for you. I have wholeness for you. I have divine appointments, kingdom assignments, and blessings beyond your imagination. But they are on the other side of surrender. They are on the other side of obedience. They are waiting, and I am waiting. My beloved child, I see you in your pain. I see you in the moments you don't let anyone witness. I see what you hide behind your strength, behind your smiles, behind your silence. I know what you try to forget, what you try to bury beneath activity or numb with distraction. I see the trembling of your heart and the aching of your soul, and I am not distant. I have never been far. There is a question you have carried quietly within you, sometimes whispering, sometimes screaming. Why, God? Why did you allow this pain? You have felt abandoned at times. You have felt like the weight was more than you could carry. You have cried out in the middle of the night, when no one was near, asking me to take it away. And sometimes I didn't. Not immediately. Not in the way you expected, and it hurt. Oh, how it hurt. But hear me, my child. The pain you have endured has not been in vain. You see only the broken pieces, but I see the masterpiece. You see the shattered glass, but I see the mosaic I am creating from what life tried to destroy. You think you are ruined, weakened, marked forever, but I say you are being refined. The pain that pierced your soul was never meant to define who you are. It was never meant to become your identity, your future, or your worth. Pain is not your name. Suffering is not your story's ending. This is only a chapter, not the whole book. I allow pain not to punish you, but to awaken you. I do not delight in your sorrow, but I redeem every drop of it. Not a single moment of agony escapes my notice. I gather your tears. I record your groans. I sit with you in the fire and I weep with you in the shadows. You were never made to carry the pain alone. That burden was never yours to bear in isolation. I have always been with you in every betrayal, in every loss, in every storm, in every season when your prayers felt unanswered. I was there, closer than your breath, holding you when you could not hold yourself, speaking over you when you had no more words. But you ask me, if you love me, why allow the pain at all? Because, my child, pain has a purpose not always immediately visible, but eternally meaningful. It is in the pain that pride dies and humility is born. It is in the struggle that trust is forged. It is through brokenness that light enters what was once impenetrable. You have asked for strength, and so I have led you through valleys where strength could be built. You have asked for wisdom, and so I have walked you through trials where wisdom could grow. You have asked for faith, and so I have let the winds blow and the foundations shake, so you would learn to stand not on what is seen, but on who is unseen. You think pain has disfigured you, but I say it is shaping you. You think it has delayed you, but I say it is preparing you. You think it has weakened your voice, but I say it has purified your voice. Pain will not be your prison. It will be your testimony. Do not let the darkness define you, my child. Do not take the ashes of one season and make them the symbol of your life. You are not the betrayal. You are not the abuse. You are not the addiction. You are not the failure. You are not the divorce. You are not the illness. You are not the rejection. You are mine. You are the healed, even if the healing is still unfolding. You are the restored, even while restoration is in process. You are the called, the chosen, the redeemed. And this chapter of sorrow will one day read like a footnote in the story of glory I am writing through you. Pain will teach you things that comfort never could. It will show you the faces of those who truly love you. It will strip away the idols and illusions you didn't know you had. It will awaken compassion, empathy, and authority to speak into the pain of others. It will transform your voice not to echo bitterness, but to pour out wisdom like oil. You wonder why I let the affliction touch your life. My beloved, it is because what I have placed inside of you needed room to be birthed. And sometimes pain is the midwife of purpose. You would not have known me the way you do now had you not cried on the floor. You would not have felt my arms the way you do now if the world had never walked away. You would not have learned to hear my still, small voice if you hadn't sat in the silence of rejection. You would not have become who you are becoming had you not walked through this fire. But hear this clearly, I did not send the pain. I am not the author of destruction. I did not plan the abuse. I did not design the trauma. I did not create the heartbreak. But I am the Redeemer. I take what was meant for evil, and I turn it for good. I take what was used to bury you and make it into the very soil where your destiny begins to grow. Do not let your wounds become your identity. Let them be your witness. Let them speak not of defeat, but of survival. Not of shame, but of grace. Not of despair, but of a God who held you when nothing else could. I know how tired you are of carrying it. I know how heavy the memories feel. But child, release them to me. Lay them at my feet. I do not need you to pretend. I need you to come. Come as you are. Weary, angry, confused. Come undone if you must, but come to me. I am not afraid of your pain. I am not offended by your tears. I do not grow weary of your questions. I am the God who sits with the suffering. I am the healer who binds up wounds that no man can see. I am the God of after the God who rebuilds after the storm, who resurrects after the grave, who restores after the devastation. And I want you to know the pain is not wasted, not a single part of it. That moment that shattered your soul, I will use it. That day you thought would break you, I will use it. That season where you lost everything, I will use it. I will weave it into your ministry, your voice, your calling, your compassion. I will not waste one drop of what you've endured, but I need you to stop letting the pain define your limits. I need you to stop living like the worst thing that happened to you is the final word over your life. I need you to stop rehearsing what they did to you more than what I have promised you. I need you to stop building your future on a foundation of wounds instead of my word. Pain is a chapter. I am the author, and I have not put down the pen. I write beauty from brokenness. I write freedom from affliction. I write redemption from the very thing that tried to silence you. I will take your story and set others free through it. I will give you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. That is my covenant with you. But do not idolize your pain. Do not become so familiar with suffering that you no longer believe in joy. Do not let grief become your compass. Let me lead. Let my joy be your strength. Let my word rewrite the story. I have not called you to be a victim, I have called you to be victorious. I have not destined you for bitterness, I have destined you for blessing. I have not led you through the wilderness to abandon you, I have led you through to bring you out stronger. You were not forgotten. You were not overlooked. You were not cursed. You are being formed like gold in the furnace, like a tree whose roots are forced to grow deep so it can stand when the winds howl. My child, you are not behind. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are right on time for what I am about to do. The pain was never the destination, it was the preparation. You are entering a new season now. And to walk in it, you must shake off the old. You must stop carrying the garments of mourning. You must stop replaying the scenes of betrayal. You must stop calling yourself what they called you in your weakness. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you whole. I call you free. Let me show you who you really are beyond the scars, beyond the memories, beyond the nights you cried yourself to sleep. Let me lift your head again. Let me restore the light to your eyes. Let me breathe life into your heart. Let me show you that your story is not over, it is just beginning. There will be joy again. There will be laughter again. There will be mornings where peace meets you before anxiety has a chance to speak. There will be days where you will run and not grow weary, where your hands will build and your heart will believe again. But the old pain cannot follow you there. You must decide, will you carry it, or will you let me carry you? You must choose, will you let pain be your anchor, or your altar? I am rewriting the narrative. I am repurposing the suffering. I am resurrecting what was buried. The tomb is not the end, my child, it is the doorway to resurrection. Let me roll away the stone. Let me call you forth. Let me clothe you in white again. You are not what happened to you. You are what I say you are. And I say you are healed. I say you are whole. I say you are rising. I say the enemy did not win. I say that the fire refined you, and now you shine. I know the scars remain, but they are not signs of failure. They are signs of survival. They are the proof that the grave could not hold you. They are the testimony that I was faithful even in the darkest valley. Do not cling to the pain. Let it fall from your hands like dust. For I am placing something new in them, and a sword for the battles to come, a scroll with my promises written on it, a key to unlock the destinies of others through your voice. Do not waste the pain. Let it become the platform where my glory will be seen. You did not walk through all of this just to survive, you walked through it to testify. And I will use you. I will send you to the brokenhearted. I will pour out my spirit through your words. You will comfort others with the same comfort you received from me. You will speak with a fire that was birthed in affliction, and a love that was carved through loss. And people will know that I am real, not because of your perfection, but because of your redemption. So do not fear what comes next. Do not mourn what I asked you to leave behind. Lift your eyes, my child. Look up. The story is not over. What you thought was the end was only the turning of a page. Walk forward with me. Walk free. Walk healed. Walk whole, for I am doing a new thing. And I will finish the work I began in you. And all the pain, all of it will bow to the glory of what I will birth through you. This is my promise. Amen.